Building on from my last episode, binomial probability is using binomial theorem to work out the probability of an event with a fixed probability and independent events. So the formula for binomial probability is n minus probability, n minus r, and then we have the q, which is basically the probability of it not happening to the power of r. So, for example, we'll just go through this question quickly. And so it starts with, a zoologist is studying a certain breed of dog. He knows from past experiences that the probability of a newly born puppy being female is 0.55%. We start with writing out x, b, which basically shows that the probability of x, we're going to be using binomial theorem. So we start with labeling out our n, our x, and our p. So n is 20, because the sample of 20 newborn puppies. So we have 20. We have x, which is the number of females in the sample. So we want exactly 12. And then we have the probability, which is probability of being female, 0.55%. So we can fill in n and p. So we have 20 and 0.55. And so obviously to work out this question, we do NCR, which is 20 C12, because x is function is our r, and then RP, which is 0.55, and n minus r, which is 8, and then we have time of probability 0.45, because q is 1 minus e, so it's 0.45, which would give us 12, because n and r take 20, which is that n here. So if we work this out in a calculator, it would give us 0.073, which is in percentage 7.3%. So that is the probability, which you can look up here, of the number of females in the sample being exactly 12. And we move on to the next part of the question, which is arguably a lot more difficult. Moving on to the next part of the question, it says between 8 and 16, both inclusive. So that means it has to be x is less than or equal to 16, and x is greater than or equal to 8. So using binomial CD, we're going to input the numbers of x being, n being 20, so just put 20 here, x being less than or equal to 16, so we're putting 16 here. The probability is 0.55, and this will give us an answer for x being less than or equal to 16, which is 0.995. And then we have our next number, which is x is being greater than or equal to 8. So what we need to firstly do is work out x is less than or equal to 6, 0.05, 8. And doing 1, get home. If I do 1 minus answer, this will give me the probability of it being less than or equal to 8. So that gives me 0.942. And we can do our final calculation of 0.995 of original number minus 0.942, 0.053, which is 550%. So that completes both the questions, and we will gain